Today's date is February 8th, 2008, and it's about 20 minutes until 12 p.m. It's 11:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I want to say that today I was required to do a hill workout for 9 miles, and it was a hill workout for 9 miles at a 7-minute and 36-second pace on average, or 7:36 per mile. And unfortunately, I didn't get to do that because I was running out of time, and at my apartment, I technically don't want to be running after 10 or 11 o'clock because it wakes up the neighbors, and somebody nicely complained about it to the landlord, and so I decided it was going to take me a while for me to fart around with adjusting my treadmill and getting it programmed. It would have taken me 15 minutes or so. So I settled for what was called an interval run, and the speeds fluctuated anywhere between 10 miles per hour as low as 6 miles per hour. But generally the average speed I was averaging was about 8.5 miles per hour to 9 miles per hour. And it would change every 30 seconds. It would change. I burned off 978 calories. I ran 8.3 miles, and I ran for a full 60 minutes. And the time I ran from was 10:01 p.m. to 11:07 p.m. I averaged 7 minutes and 14 seconds per mile. And I want to point something out here. I have got to average a 6:52 per mile for the entire 26.2 miles in order to make this run possible. So you guys need to start getting after me and start telling me, Steve, you need to pick it up, because I didn't realize, of course, I always tend to do better on my runs than I do in my training anyways. I always average, I did a half marathon and I averaged 6:53 per mile for 13.1 miles last September. But I do want to say that that's no excuse for slacking, and I should have, so what I've decided to do is leave it. I'm going to give you guys some room to go ahead and criticize me if you can. And please, I'm getting a little annoyed because not enough people are visiting my page. And I was thinking more Boston marathon enthusiasts would be out there, but I was was mistaken, so to speak. But anyways, just wanted to show you something real quick here. This is my, I want to point something out here. Let me turn this around here so I can see myself. This 9:18, this was the Akron Marathon, and this was the Akron Marathon in Cleveland. And this is the one that got me my Boston qualification. My chip time on here was 3:13:52, but I actually was it was actually a 3:16 in some change that I actually did the actual time. And this says half marathon, but this actually was the full marathon that I did. I signed up so late that they didn't have anything but half marathon bibs, so I wound up doing this marathon in 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 47 seconds. Actually, it was like 3:12:30 or something with the actual time, but in either case, it qualified me twice for Boston. These runs were 3 weeks apart. This was a nightmare run. This is when I pulled my Achilles tendon, and this run actually was done in 4 hours and 49 minutes because the first 3 miles or 4 miles I pulled my Achilles tendon, and I decided like a bozo to hop along like a gunshot victim the entire 26.2 miles. I had perseverance like you wouldn't believe. In fact, this run here was the most persevering run, even though the time was worse. And then I also ran the Cleveland Marathon this past year in 2007 in 3:21:25. That's 3 hours, 21 minutes, and 25 seconds. So those are my runs. And so anyways, I'm going to get back here a second. I've done a total in my life of 4 marathons, but I'm well prepared to run 50 more in my lifetime if I can. But let me get back to what I was saying. Is I need to push myself harder to run, and I need to get myself into a situation where I'm not slacking and putting things off. And actually, I'm not a slacker. I just need to pick up the speed, and I need to get off the beer. Oh, good news today! I officially arranged a hotel room in Boston for like about $200 a night. It's in downtown Boston. It's not far. There's going to be shuttle buses to the race. The rooms run, this is cheap actually. They're $200 a night for 2 nights in this day. I may go 3 nights if I want to visit Boston and check out the area and stuff like that. But let's see, I'm staying at a Best Western hotel in the downtown. I think it's called Brighton. is it Brighton? I think it's called Brighton. It's in Boston. But I'm going to be staying at a Best Western hotel. I don't know. Maybe some of us will meet up and we'll be able to party after the race, because I'm definitely going to get wasted after the race. I tell you what, I'm going to hit as many bars as I can and I'm going to wear my thing, and I'm going to celebrate so much like you wouldn't believe here. But I'm looking forward to this thing, and I'm just hoping I can get some people to come with me so they can carry this little video camera or a little chip camera like I'm using now and get this stuff done for me. But that may not happen. I want to give you guys a heads up on your running and your weight loss. Nobody gives a shit but yourself. I'll say that again. Nobody gives a shit but yourself. And I know it sounds hard to believe, but I found out with my running ability, assuming that I'm going to do this marathon in under 3 hours, I'll be one of, say, 1,500 people in the entire United States that can run a sub-3 marathon. And that's it. Now, there's not thousands and tens of thousands of people that can do it. It's a very small percentage. And that being said, nobody cares. And you know what? With all the training that's involved in running, I mean, the idea of running 8 to 10 to 15 miles a day is so alien to people, even people that pump iron at the gym and can bench press 400 pounds. They don't know the intensity of the aerobics of what goes into running like we do. There's no comparison. I remember I used to pump iron at the gym. I was 175 pounds. I had big muscles, and my legs I had a nice, physique at one time. And I would do the exercise bike, and there's no way I could do the aerobics like I can do now. So it's a trade-off. You got to be skinny and to be aerobically fit, but you can be skinny and lazy and out of shape too. So, anyways, I say anyways too many times. I need to stop that. Okay, Steve, don't be so hard on yourself. So that's pretty much what's going on for today. And today's date is February 8th, 2008. It's about 12 minutes until 12 midnight. I always try to get this stuff out of the way early while I can. And I just want to say I did officially I need to register for Boston tomorrow. So tomorrow's the 9th of February, 2008, and I'm going to register for Boston. And actually, I will say one last thing. There's a race in Ohio called the Last Chance to Qualify for Boston Run, and I think it's in Central Ohio or near Columbus. It's your last chance. I think it's called the Last Chance for Boston Run, and I don't know if that's literally the last chance for Boston or not. I'm thinking it is, but it allows you to qualify for Boston. So if you haven't qualified for Boston this year and you live near Ohio, there is a race that you can do to get you in the Boston Marathon. But this is prestige, man. This is it. And I feel so honored to be running the Boston Marathon, considering Bostonians don't even ever have this chance. They don't even care to. It's like, I guess I live in Cleveland, or in the Cleveland area, so it's like I live right down about 20 miles from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, at least my mom's house is, and it's like it's like, oh, did you ever go visit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And it's like, no, it's been open since 1995, and I haven't even once been there, so I guess it's like you take it for granted. So of course, the Boston Marathon is something you have to work your butt off to get in there. So a lot of hard work to get to this run. Okay, I'm going to sign out of here. Today's date. Oh, I already said today's date. I'm out of here. Thank you, and you guys have a great day.